Monday. Hope we're doing well. So one thing I've touched on this before that I notice quite a bit, and I get asked a lot on is, this can be from new clients. This can be as clients, people asking general questions, and that's um, about specific markers when it comes to your health and fitness. So by specific markers, um, I'm talking about like supplement protocols, specific macros, um, specific types of exercise and exercises, sets, and things like that, and um, anything that's kind of like nitty gritty that has an impact. Um, but believe it or not, it doesn't have as big an impact as what people think. So, for example, supplements can help people, but the percentage at which they help people aren't as much as what they think. It's probably like I don't know, 3 to 5% help. But also, one thing I want to get across tonight on this live is, hence the title, people are only interested in the specifics, but their basics, actually them doing the basics with their own health and fitness, it sucks. Like they're not good at it. They've not nailed their basics down to a T. So by basics, I mean things like consistently eating good nutrition or good nutritious food, exercising on a consistent basis, um, just generally kind of eating well to a calorie range and finding something that's successful, um, and being good off it. And then kind of like the nutritional stroke lifestyle factors like staying hydrated, having some sort of stress management where you're able to kind of manage your stress levels quite well, and really improving on your sleep. So I'm just going to try and break it down. So, like I mentioned, people are like, oh, what supplement should I be on? Straight off the cuff, right? What supplement should I be on? Well, hang on a minute. Like, yes, supplements can help you, but right now, the most important thing for you to do is focus on getting good, wholesome nutrition into your body. Okay, rather than me make you spend a fortune on supplements, which are realistically going to have a 3% impact on you, I would rather you spend money on good food, which is going to have a way bigger percentage impact on you and get you to where you want to get to. Further down the line, once you've nailed those basics, then we can look more into the supplements. Okay, I hope you understand where I'm coming from there. With the exercise side of things, what do most people struggle to do? Keep up a consistent exercise regime or routine. So, what I'm looking for from my clients to start off with is for them to consistently show up, consistently exercise, consistently put in the work, and then we can look at the specifics. Right. Okay, now I want us to take the intensity up a notch. I want you to perform more intensity, so lift heavier. I want you to perform more volume in the workout, more sets in the workout. That's the way that we can try and reach progression, reach progressive overload. But the way initially with a lot of people from a basic point of view, we reach progression is just by them consistently showing up over a period of time. And then we can have the chat. Right, this is where we need to go now with the sessions. Specific macros. Listen, like food is one of those big things where there is so much with everybody's nutrition that goes wrong, okay, or that's in front of them that could throw them off, temptation or socializing, kids' food that hasn't been eaten, and all this sort of stuff, and it's those sort of things or type of things. So an example is always you relax at weekends, you binge eat, you binge drink. That needs working on first. Like that needs addressing first. Yes, I'll give you a calorie range, or you'll get a calorie range. But as for specific macros, like that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that you work on those habits which at the minute are damaging you, which are your weak points. That's what really matters, not a fancy dancy nutritional plan, because realistically, unless you solve those habits, you know, the binge eating or the emotional attachment to food, unless you work on them and improve them, a nutritional plan, however good or bad it is not going to have its true impact or the impact that's desired for it. And this is from 17 years of experience. Like I still do write nutritional programs out for people, but I used to do it all the time. And like, you know, this is what, 7 to 10 years ago, when people's adherence level was pretty poor. And it was so easy for me to say, well, you're not following it. Well, actually, there's more reasons why people weren't following that, and that's because we didn't nail down the basics. And it's like through time, through trial and error, you understand, well, actually, those basics need nailing first. Like, we need to consistently work on them and improve them before we can get into the specifics. It'll be so good to get to the specifics straight away, but like, it's very rare you can start someone at those specifics straight away. And you speak to clients that are 6+ months in with me, it's all about keeping tools in the tool bag, i.e., keep the specifics for as and when we can introduce them, or as and when is required to bring them in. Right, okay, we've nailed that block now. Like, this is where I want us to focus now. And the biggest point, like, I want to get across to you guys is, have a look at the basic elements of your health and fitness routine right now, which are suboptimal. So in other words, what aren't you maximizing? You know, are you only getting to the gym twice a week when you could possibly get an extra 1 or maybe even 2 sessions in? Is your general activity level down? So instead of, you know, averaging 10,000 steps a day, are you only averaging 6,000 steps a day? Have a look at all these things. Is your sleep poor? Is that why, you know, you've got food cravings at night, middle of the day? You know, elevated cortisol levels, which is what poor sleep causes. You know, have a look at things like that, because these things matter. And I guarantee, if you can nail down your basics, if you can make them optimal, or as optimal as you can make them right now, A, you're going to have more energy. B, you're going to feel shitloads better by yourself. And then C, those specifics that you've been wanting to do, they're going to have their place, or they're, over a period of time, they're going to start to have their place. So if you eat good food, if your sleep's well, if you're exercising consistently, bringing in a supplement protocol or some supplements are going to have more of an impact for you than if sleep, exercise, and food is suboptimal. Because if they're suboptimal and you bring in a supplement protocol, no way is it going to have its effect. If you bring in a supplement protocol to mask those elements because they're suboptimal, it's not really doing its job. You want to put something specific like a supplement protocol. You want to introduce that to give it the best chance to thrive, or to improve you as a person. And for that to happen, you need to be really optimal with your basics. So if your basics aren't optimal right now, or if there's a few that aren't, focus on them this next week. Write down what you got to do. So, right, I just need to get to the gym more. I need to exercise more. I need to increase my general activity. I need to make a conscious effort to include more nutritious food in my diet. My hydration's really poor. I need to drink more water. Like, those are the basics, and they're the basics that we all can do. We all have time to do them. So have a look at the basics, write them down, and work on, over a long period of time, making them optimal before you then even consider bringing in some specifics. So I hope that's helped tonight. Let us know in the comments what you think, and hope everyone has a good Sunday evening. Cheers.